Hi VC, this is Aaron with Alamere, and today I'm counting down my top 15 records from 1968. It's a really great year in music. Just a lot of great bands, a lot of great stuff I had to leave off, and there's one honorable mention, Shades of Deep Purple, which I don't own. I couldn't put on because I don't own it, so that would have been made it for sure, but I don't actually own a physical copy of that. So I'm going to start with number 15, and this is the debut from Spirit. Really great band, kind of a garage psych band. Free Garbage was the single from this, I believe, or at least the most known song. Also has Taurus, which is really cool, and you know, it's a really good record. Really good. They're a really good band, actually. I like Spirit. Really interesting cover there, too. So I got Spirit at number 15. At number 14, this is one of my favorite bands, and this is The Twain Shall Meet from Eric Burton and the Animals. Really great record here. It's got Monterey and Sky Pilot. Sky Pilot's amazing. I love Sky Pilot. And for this to be that low, there's got to be a lot of good records ahead of it because I really love this record. You know, it's just great. Orange and Red Beams, I love that song. Good record. Eric Burton and the Animals, The Twain Shall Meet. Then at number 14, I've got Iron Butterfly with In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida. Of course, the whole second side of the record is that song, and it's a monster. I mean, great drum solo in it, amazing musicianship, really dark and eerie. You know, I always think about, you know, horror movies when I listen to that. But the other side's really good too, with you know, Flowers and Beads and Are You Happy and Termination, Must Anything You Want. You know, really good record. They're pretty underrated. I like Iron Butterfly, and their other record from this year didn't quite make it, but it was close. Okay, at number 12, got the debut from Steppenwolf, which it's amazing this is that low, but that's how good the records are this year. Of course, this is an amazing band. This is their debut. Born to Be Wild was the big single off this, but it also has, you know, Sookie Sookie, which is a really great song. The Pusher might be my favorite Steppenwolf song. I really love that one. They do a cover of Hoochie Coochie Man on here, and you know, they're a really good band. I love Steppenwolf. Killer stuff here. The iconic Born to Be Wild, of course. And then amazingly, this didn't make my top 10, but this is a great record too. This is Odyssey and Oracle from the Zombies at number 11. Just shows how great this year is. If this is a number 11, you know, with Time for the Season is just an amazing song. But this whole record is really good. It's kind of psychedelic pop rock. You know, it's very easy to listen to. Very good listen. Every song's good on it. Really great record. Zombies, Odyssey and Oracle at number 11. Okay, now my top 10. Second album from this band, and I actually prefer this one, even though the other one is more critically acclaimed probably. This is Love Is from Eric Burton and the Animals. And there's a lot of cover songs on this, but it's just an amazing record. River Deep, Deep, Mountain High, which is kind of cool because Deep Purple kind of did that same song the same year. And they're both really great versions. Killer stuff. I'm an Animal. That's just a killer song. I'm Dying or Am I? That's a really good one. And they do a really cool version of Ring of Fire, Johnny Cash song on here. It's really different sounding. Eric Burton's vocals are killer on it. It's amazing. Colored Rain. And then To Love Somebody, the Bee Gees song is just amazing on here as well. And as the years go passing by is one of the greatest blues songs. I love that. It's a killer blues song with the dual guitar they have going in that. The dual blues guitar. It's just an amazing song. Really cool gatefold too. And then the last side, it's a double record. The last side is a kind of a combination song, Madman and Gemini. It's a psychedelic masterpiece, I think. I love that too. Those two songs. It's a really great record. And this is my number 10. So, really, what a great year for music. Number 9, we got The Doors with Waiting for the Sun. Another really killer record. One of their best, actually. I love this record. You know, it starts off with Hello, I Love You. Got Love Street, which I love that song. The Unknown Soldiers on here. Spanish Caravan. You know, 5 to 1. Really great album. Third record from The Doors. Killer stuff here. Yeah. Pretty much all their records will make my list. They're a great band. I really love this inside of the Celebration of the Lizard. The lyrics. Really great record. And at number 8, which this is an amazing record too. It's got a couple just amazing. 3 songs on here are just flat out classics, and the rest of them are really, really solid. Really good record. It's the Rolling Stones with Beggar's Banquet. Of course, it's got Sympathy for the Devil, Street Fighting Man, and Stray Cat Blues. I love those songs. They're amazing. You know, Salt of the Earth is a great song as well. Prodigal Son, Factory Girl. Parachute Woman's really good. Really good song, really good album. The Rolling Stones, great band, great album. One of my favorites of theirs, actually. I really like this. Another really cool gatefold. But yeah, this is a great record. And that's number 8. And number 7, so what I did, I went back and re-listened to all these. And I actually had this one ranked higher originally. But after I re-listened, I couldn't put it above some of the other ones I have in here. But this is a great, amazing, amazing record. One of my favorites, one of my favorite artists. This is Nilsson with Aerial Ballet. Killer, killer record. Of course, it's got the big hits, Everybody's Talking, and One is Loneliest Number, that song. But this whole thing, Good Old Desk, I love that song. Mr. Richland's favorite song is amazing. You know, it's just, he's just such a great storyteller with such a killer voice. It's kind of a folky, pop, rock masterpiece this is. It's a great, great record. And yeah, I could rank this higher. I tried to rank it higher, but I just couldn't put it in front of some of these other records after I re-listened to them. It's just, that's a great record, but it's amazing. But then you got at number 6, and I can't believe this is so low. This is Cream with Wheels of Fire. Another great double record from Cream. Of course, Cream is Eric Clapton, Ginger Baker, and Jack Bruce, amazing musicians. And there's that inner, and you know, it's got Crossroads on it, and Born Under a Bad Sign, and Toad, which I love. Spoonful, you know, White Room, I love White Room. Press Rat and Warthog is kind of different, but I like that too. Politician, you know, this is just a great, great, amazing record by an amazing band. Love Cream. Okay, so my top 5. This album, the more I hear it, the more I love it. I really know the Mach 2 and Beyond a lot better than the Mach 1, but I really love the Mach 1. This is Deep Purple, The Book of Taliesin. Amazing, amazing record. It's got River Deep, Mountain High on it, which they do really good. Kentucky Woman from Neil Diamond, and We Can Work It Out from the Beatles. But all the other songs, Ring That Neck is just killer. I love Ring That Neck. My favorite song on this, and one of my favorite Deep Purple songs, is Shield. Shield is an amazing, amazing song, and Anthem's on here. Listen, Learn, Read On. You know, Richie Blackmore, such a great guitarist, and Ian Pace on the drums, John Lord. You got Rod Evans and, what's his name, Nicky Simpkins on the bass. Great, great record. This is an amazing record. Now, Shades of Deep Purple probably would have been around this area too, so they were pumping out good records. Deep Purple, one of my favorite bands. This is the album that actually moved up the most for me when I re-listened, and this is kind of, it's almost the first heavy metal record made. It's kind of like a garage metal hard rock masterpiece. This is Blue Cheer with Vincebus Eruptum. Really amazing record. I mean, everyone knows Summertime Blues. Their version of that is killer. But Parchment Farm is just killer. You know, Out of Focus, Doctor Please, Rock Me Baby, Second Time Around. This is a masterpiece. Great record. Very underrated band, and they don't get their due. But this is just amazing. It's, you know, it's got elements of heavy metal, hard rock. It's killer. Killer record there. And then I forgot about this record until I went back through, and I was like, oh, okay, I got to put this in here. This is Smash Hits from Jimi Hendrix at number 3. And, you know, if a compilation's good enough, I put them in. I don't care. Live records, compilations, this is just my favorite records. My favorite records of the year. So, you know, this has got all of his classics on here, most of them. Purple Haze, The Wind Cries Mary, Can You See Me, Hey Joe, Stone Free, Manic Depression, Foxy Lady, Crosstown Traffic, Red House, All Along the Watchtower. I believe this had a couple songs that were just put on here along with those greatest hits, too. This is a really killer record. You know, it's hard to beat the Jimi Hendrix Experience. They were great. Great, great band. And at number 2, this is the debut from one of my favorite bands, and they're going to have a lot of records coming up on my top list. And this is the debut from Creedence Clearwater Revival, CCR. And this is actually the first album I ever heard of them back when I was in my early teens, or well, probably before my early teens. And I love this record, Put a Spell on You and Susie Q. You know, they're just amazing. Working Man, 99 and a Half Won't Do. I mean, this is a classic. Porterville, you know, Walk on the Water. It's at my number 2, and it's not my favorite Creedence record. So, I mean, it's an amazing record. And this is an audiophile pressing. It's one of my best sounding records. Killer sound, killer record. I just love Creedence. And number 1, no surprise, they're dominating the 60s, and it's the Beatles' White Album. My favorite Beatles record, Beatles are one of my 3 favorite bands ever, you know, along with a couple of heavy metal bands, hard rock bands. But this is a masterpiece all the way through. It's the most diverse record, in my opinion, that's ever been recorded. It's got every type of music on here that you can imagine. It's got like the pop hits like Obla Dee, Obla Da, the rocker, you know, kind of rock and pop like, back in the USSR. Then it's got, you know, Dear Prudence and Glass Onion. I mean, While My Guitar Gently Weeps from George Harrison's on here. But the thing that gets overlooked about this record, this is kind of Paul McCartney's masterpiece. He did so many different styles of music on this, from Blackbird, the, you know, sublime acoustic sounds of Blackbird, to Helter Skelter, to Mother Nature's Son, to, you know, Obla Dee Obla Da. You know, it's just amazing. It's just, every song is so good on here. Rocky Raccoon, you know, so many different songs. And then, you know, they're all great. And there's even like a country song, which Ringo sings, Don't Pass Me By. There's story songs, everything you can imagine. An experimental song, Revolution Number 9. My opinion, this is maybe the best record ever made. It's right up there. But it's definitely my favorite of 68. It's not even close. I mean, I just love that record. It's my favorite Beatles record. It has been since I was a kid, actually. Since my early teens, it's been my favorite Beatles record, and it's never changed. Just the diversity of it. And there you go. There's my top 15 in 1968. So at number 1, we got the Beatles' White Album. Just called the Beatles, actually. Number 2, we got CCR's debut. At number 3, we got Smash Hits from Jimi Hendrix Experience. At number 4, we got Blue Cheer with Vincebus Eruptum. At number 5, we got the Book of Taliesin from Deep Purple. At number 6, we got Wheels of Fire from Cream. At number 7, Aerial Ballet from Nilsson. Number 8, Beggar's Banquet from the Rolling Stones. Number 9, Waiting for the Sun, The Doors. Number 10, Love Is by Eric Burden and the Animals. Number 11, Odyssey and Oracle from the Zombies. Number 12, the debut from Steppenwolf. Number 13, Inagata Vita from Iron Butterfly. Number 14, The Twain Shall Meet from Eric Burden and the Animals. And at number 15, the debut from Spirit. So, all right, that's my top 15 of 68, and I'll be doing 69 next. And I believe I'm going to have to probably make a top 30 of 1969. There's just so many great records. And, you know, my lists are going to expand and expand as this goes on. There'll be so many great records. And 70s and 80s and early 90s is kind of my wheelhouse. That's the stuff I know the most. I know the best. So there's going to be a ton of great stuff in there. And thanks for watching. Everybody keep on rocking.